Goose meat is not casual food. It never was. Throughout history, goose has been associated with preparation, celebration, and intention. Unlike chicken, which became everyday protein, goose remained deliberate. This distinction defines everything about it. Biologically, geese are waterfowl, like ducks, but their size, behavior, and fat storage patterns create a very different meat profile. Goose meat is darker, richer, and significantly fattier than most poultry. Geese are grazing birds. They walk long distances, forage constantly, and store energy efficiently. This lifestyle creates strong muscles and thick fat deposits, especially under the skin. From a classification standpoint, goose is poultry. From a nutritional and culinary standpoint, it behaves closer to red meat. The first thing that defines goose meat is fat. Goose stores large amounts of fat beneath the skin. This fat is not accidental. It insulates the bird and fuels migration. When cooked properly, this fat renders and transforms the meat. Rendered goose fat is one of the most prized cooking fats in traditional cuisines. It is rich, stable, and deeply flavorful. Goose fat is primarily monounsaturated, similar in structure to olive oil, though it also contains saturated fat. This combination makes it both flavorful and energy-dense. Now let's talk protein. Goose meat provides complete, high-quality protein. All essential amino acids are present, supporting muscle repair, immune function, and metabolic processes. However, goose is not a lean protein. It is a dense protein. Calorie content in goose meat is high due to fat. This makes goose unsuitable for mindless consumption, but ideal for energy-demanding contexts. Historically, goose was eaten in colder climates and during winter. High energy density made sense when calories were survival, not excess. Micronutrient-wise, goose meat delivers iron, zinc, and B vitamins. Iron supports oxygen transport and energy metabolism. Goose contains more iron than chicken and is comparable to some red meats. Zinc supports immune defense and cellular repair. Vitamin B12 is present in meaningful amounts, supporting nervous system health. Goose also provides selenium and phosphorus, supporting antioxidant defense and bone health. From a nutritional efficiency standpoint, goose meat is powerful. Small portions deliver significant energy and nutrients. Taste is where goose clearly separates itself from other poultry. Goose meat is rich, savory, and deeply meaty. It does not taste like chicken. It does not even taste like duck. The flavor is stronger, rounder, and more intense. The fat carries flavor throughout the meat. Texture is firm but tender when cooked correctly. Because goose is muscular, improper cooking can result in toughness. Slow roasting is the traditional method for a reason. It allows fat to render while keeping meat moist. Rapid cooking methods rarely work for goose unless cuts are separated carefully. Goose legs and thighs are tougher and benefit from slow cooking or confit-style preparation. Goose breast can be roasted or pan-cooked but requires careful temperature control. Culinary traditions around goose are ancient. In Europe, goose has been central to festive meals for centuries. Christmas goose predates Christmas turkey in many regions. In Eastern Europe, goose fat and meat were staples during harsh winters. In China, goose appears in regional cuisines as roasted or braised dishes. In all cases, goose is treated as valuable food, not everyday fuel. This cultural respect shaped how goose is cooked and consumed. From a health perspective, goose meat must be approached with awareness. Its fat content makes it unsuitable for low-calorie diets. However, fat itself is not unhealthy. Goose fat supports hormone production, nutrient absorption, and satiety. For physically active individuals, goose meat can provide sustained energy. For sedentary lifestyles, portion control is essential. Goose meat is best consumed occasionally, not daily. This occasional nature aligns with tradition. Goose was never meant to be fast food. From a modern nutrition standpoint, goose challenges simplified narratives. It is not lean, it is not light, but it is not empty calories either. It delivers real nutrients alongside energy. This balance is often lost in modern food systems. From a sustainability perspective, geese are efficient grazers. They convert grass into protein and fat effectively. However, large-scale goose farming still raises environmental considerations. Ethical sourcing matters. Goose meat also raises ethical debates due to associations with foie gras production. It is important to separate these practices. Goose meat itself does not require force feeding. Traditional goose farming exists independently. From a psychological perspective, goose meat represents abundance. It is tied to feasts, gatherings, and shared meals. This social context matters. Goose is rarely eaten alone. It is meant to be shared. In culinary education, goose teaches patience. Rendering fat takes time. Balancing richness requires restraint. Goose punishes shortcuts. It rewards preparation. From a modern food culture lens, goose sits outside trends. It is not trendy. It does not fit clean eating hashtags. That makes it invisible, but also authentic. Goose does not adapt to modern convenience culture. It remains what it always was. This resistance is part of its value. So what is the final verdict? Goose meat is one of the richest, most traditional poultry meats humans consume. It is high in fat, high in flavor, and culturally significant. It is not everyday food. It is intentional food. Goose rewards respect, technique, and moderation. It represents a time when meals were events, not interruptions. In a world obsessed with speed, Goose remains slow. And that is exactly why it matters.